It's time for another episode of the OILS Stream with Dustin Nielsen and Tom Gazzola, presented by Popeye's Louisiana Kitchen.
Happy Tuesday, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the OILS Stream. Nielsen and Gazzola with you. Tommy is down at the rink right now. As always, the OILS Stream brought to you by Popeye's Louisiana Kitchen. Anytime you're feeling hungry, they got you taken care of at Popeye's, home of the delicious chicken sandwich. You got the ghost pepper sandwich going right now as well. $5 car flakes, lots on the go with our friends over at Popeye's. Tommy Gazzola, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Dusty, I'm doing good. And a Tuesday edition of the OILS Stream.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. I like it. Tomorrow's
That
game
works.
day,
It works out well, right? Like after a game day, before a game day, and certainly no shortage of things to discuss coming from the game yesterday. First of all, wait, is this the last day of the perm? What's going on with the perm now?
Haircut today, this afternoon. I don't know what it's going to look like. I just know that it's not going to be as wild as this. So it's been fun. I'm ready for time to move on here. And you know what? We raised money for a good cause. People, I think the novelty's worn off, and now's the right time to snip it.
All right. Well, it should look good. You are down at practice, Tommy. What's happening? What's happening down there right now?
I can show you a little bit. I mean, they're stretching it out right now. Sorry, they're just stretching it out around center ice. Yeah, it's all good. Who's leading the stretch?
Yeah, who's leading the stretch? Everybody loves who's. Oh, Leon Draisaitl leading the stretch. Interesting. Was there a cheer for him getting into the middle of the stretch or no?
No, pretty subdued.
No, pretty
much
subdued
like
stretch.
everybody's performance yesterday.
Well, I mean, let's get into it. I saw it this morning on my show, man. People were pissed off today. What was the post game like last night?
Pissed off too, but not like fiery pissed off. Just like, man, they really suck today. They really, really sucked today. And Cass and I were like, boy, did they ever suck today? Because they were very bad. They were completely bad from head to toe, from player 1 to player 20. Nobody was good. I mean, you could say that Ryan McLeod and his line had a bit of a jump to their game, and they got that goal. Derek Ryan with the nice feed to Warren Fogle. But overall, they sucked. They played really bad. I think they were full of themselves and got too content and satisfied with how they played in game 2, which was excellent. But then they go and they laid a complete egg, and people were looking for reasons. Yeah. Some were like, well, they were on the road for 8 or 9 days and they didn't come home. And, you know, maybe that factored in. I don't think so. I asked Cass about that. I remember going on those road trips as a media member. And yes, they can be a grind, but this is the postseason. Everything's amped up. You're supposed to be on high alert. You're not out there partying. There's people being like, is it true they were out partying on Saturday in Vegas? They flew home Saturday night after the game. So, no. So it was just people looking for reasons why they were so bad. To me and Cass last night, it was because they were just satisfied with how well they played in game 2 and thought they could just go out there and do it again, no problem. Didn't happen.
I was told, well, we were told that you were there at Hockey Helps the Homeless, and they were talking about how Connor McDavid's basically told the entire team there's no partying, there's no going to bars during the playoff run. Like, it's just that simple. Like, Connor McDavid has told these guys, keep your shit under control, basically.
Well, I was having a conversation yesterday in the locker room with some of the staff, and I'm like, what did you guys get up to? I mean, you guys were in LA and, you know, on the beach and around Santa Monica area, and they're like, our guys are so boring. They literally maybe went for dinner a couple of times. That was it.
So I don't think you have to worry about the team going out, getting running, and that's one of the reasons. I did like the thought process from some people today. You mentioned they've been gone for a long time. A lot of people said they came home, had too much sex after not seeing their wives or girlfriends for 9 days, and then that's why they were a little bit tired. So that's something that you could kind of have a little bit of fun with if you wanted to. Nielsen and Gazzola with you here on the OILS Stream. I think Tommy might have frozen. We'll try to get Gazzola back. He should be able to reconnect. He's at the rink. Let me just fire him a quick text. If you're watching on the live stream and you have any questions, you can fire them over, and we'll get Tommy back on here because there's a few things that I want to discuss. Certainly from a 5-on-5 perspective, we will get into that as well. But yeah, any of your questions, if you're watching on the live stream, you can hit us up. Dangle dumps on there saying, Gazzola, what was it like touring with NSYNC? which is actually pretty good. That's a good one as well. I want to leave that frozen photo of Tommy just sitting there until we get him back, because that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the last time that you'll see the perm. He's getting it a little trim today. So here we go. Tommy's reconnected. Let me just got to bring Tommy back into the fold here. We had a excellent photo of Mr. Gazzola there for a second. Let me bring Tommy back in, and we will get to your questions and overall thoughts on Game 5, or Game 3 rather. It was concerning. I mean, there was pretty calm for everybody in the opening loss in Game 1. Tommy, we got you back. Tommy's connection sucks. Tommy, are you there? Tommy, are you there? No, that's not happening. That's not happening. What we might do here, if Tommy's connection sucks, what we might do is might just record one and we'll stream it later tonight for you as well, because that connection is no good. So if you've been watching this episode of the Oil Stream, sit pat. Okay, Tommy might try to reconnect one more time. He's jumped out on us here. This is what happens when you use that Wi-Fi at the rink. It's an absolute disaster. Many of you who've been there tried to connect to that Rogers Place Open or whatever it is. It's a absolute disaster. So, Tommy, I'll see if he can reconnect one more time. We'll give him one more shot to reconnect, and then we'll just... we'll shut her down. We'll have another one that we'll probably stream tonight. I'll just get with Tommy once he's not at the rink anymore. But because there's lots to discuss, obviously, coming out of this game. You got the 5-on-5 issues that have certainly popped up so far. And if you look at that situation, I mean, from an issues perspective, there's a lot to discuss there, 5-on-5. And it'll be interesting to see what comes out of practice today. Was Tommy kidnapped by the Riddler? Gator, that's a good one, buddy. All right, I don't know if Tommy's going to be able to reconnect. So we'll shut her down. If we don't pop up back up again shortly, Oil Stream will be streaming tonight, and you can watch it then. All right, guys? Sorry for the connection issues down at the ring.